Hello students, happy Wednesday. Today is reading day, so we're going to be reading. As we know, reading crosses over all of our different subjects. We do reading, even when we're in science, we read a lot of different things. In math, we read word problems, so it's very important we focus on reading, we know how to read, and we enjoy reading. So today we're going to be reading an article about butterflies and moths that will talk about the life cycle of that type of insect while we continue to focus on our standard and learn some more about butterflies and a little bit about moths today, which is pretty interesting, and then we'll answer some questions. And remember, if you have any questions for me, please reach out, leave a comment, message me on Dojo, text me, call me, whatever. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. And tomorrow is sports day, but today is reading day, so I'd like to see you reading a book. Send me a picture of your favorite book, leave a comment on some books you like to read. Today we have an article to read about moths and caterpillars. Here we have a picture showing a caterpillar of the poplar hawk moth. So this caterpillar will turn into a hawk moth, which is a type of moth. And I know that because I read the caption of my picture. All right, let's begin. Adult moths and butterflies lay many tiny eggs. The eggs are usually placed on the bottom of leaves. When an egg hatches, out comes a caterpillar. Some caterpillars are long and thin like worms. Other caterpillars are short and fat like slugs. But not all caterpillars look like worms or slugs. One kind of caterpillar looks like a big spider. Whatever their shape or size, moth caterpillars grow up to be moths, and butterfly caterpillars turn into butterflies. Caterpillars can be a tasty treat for birds and other animals, but caterpillars have ways to help Many caterpillars are the same color as the plants they eat. That makes it hard for other animals to see them. Caterpillars can also hide under leaves. Some caterpillars stay safe by looking like things, such as big spiders, that other animals do not like to eat. That's the reason why one kind of caterpillar looks like a big spider. Other caterpillars have small hairs with very sharp tips. These hairs contain a kind of poison. Once an animal has gotten sick from this poison, it leaves hairy caterpillars alone. The caterpillars that stay alive make a special sac called a cocoon. The cocoon completely covers the caterpillar for several days or weeks. When the cocoon opens, an adult moth or butterfly comes out. So this life cycle we've been talking about with caterpillars is very similar to the ones that moths go through. Oh, hey Petrie. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, sorry. So, now we have some questions to answer about what we just learned. So, number 1. Some caterpillars look like worms or slugs. What does one other kind of caterpillar look like? I'm going to look back in my text. I think that was in the first paragraph. It says, some caterpillars are long and thin like worms. Okay. Other caterpillars are short and fat like slugs. So we know that. We need to find another type. Let's see. One kind of caterpillar looks like a big spider. There we go. So that answers our question. I have to restate my question in my answer. So, another kind of caterpillar looks like a big spider. So caterpillars can look like worms or slugs and even big spiders. Okay, number 2. Caterpillars can be a tasty treat for birds and other animals, but caterpillars have ways to help them stay alive. Oh my gosh. Describe one of these ways. Support your answer with evidence from the text. So let's look back. So how do caterpillars stay alive and not get eaten by birds? Caterpillars have ways to help them stay alive. Okay. Many caterpillars are the same color as the plants they eat. So that's what I'm going to write. Caterpillars stay alive by being the same color as the plants they eat. So caterpillars stay alive by being the same color as the plants they eat. This helps them camouflage so other animals can't see them as they're eating, so they just go right by them. And number 3, what is the main idea of this text? Ooh, that's what we were talking about last week in reading. So the main idea of this text, what is the author trying to tell us? I have to restate my question. The main idea of this text is, what was it all about? It's telling us how they start as eggs, then they become caterpillars, then a chrysalis, then a butterfly, and we know that's called the life cycle. So the main idea of this text is the life cycle of butterflies and moths.